Hello, family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Basket Bro, back with another video. Guys, it's been another amazing day in the market. Portfolio, uh, all of my portfolio are up, right? Except my growth portfolio. It's down like $85. But the other portfolios makes up for it, okay? And with that said, I'm in good spirit. 4 days in a row. What the hell is going on, right? We got talking about a government shutdown, right? And 4 days in a row, my portfolio bringing in bread, right? Growth, right? And then distributions is coming in also, right? What were the made? What close to $1,000 already in distributions in the past couple of days. Now, not across the board. This is just for one account, right? So, I mean, my portfolio is doing good as I also building my other portfolios to get into the limit. We're going to talk about that later, guys. If you are here for the first time, I'm Edwin, the Dividend Basket Bro, right? We talk about investing in our future, making money, retiring early, live abroad, live in the U.S., live wherever you want to live, right? And be stress-free of money, okay? We do videos here every single day. I'm 52 years old, and I only make videos about my portfolio and my portfolio alone. So if you want to take this as financial advice, you do that at your own free risk, okay, guys? Because everything I do here is about my portfolio, and I'm doing it at my risk, okay? My portfolio go up and down. I have that conversation with you guys, let you know what's going on, but it's at my risk, okay? So with that said, let's get down to business. Okay, as you can see, right? Berkshire Hathaway, Microsoft, Google, JP Morgan, Chase, Tesla, right? Netflix, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Procter& Gamble. What else? Disney, Comcast, Airbnb, Waste Management, Home Depot, CVX, ExxonMobil, T-Mobile. All these companies are in the red today, right? It looked like there's a lot more red than green, right? Broadcom, Meta, Apple, AMD, Nvidia, Amazon, McDonald's, Starbucks, United Health Care, and then a bunch of other stuff that is too little for me to read. Guys, these companies, as you can see, it's a red, pretty much a half and half, right? Stock market ended up doing pretty on a record high today, but if you look at the S&P 500, right, it's kind of like half and half, right? But I don't. It's not all the stuff I'm investing is in the S&P 500 now. Mostly my growth portfolio is in the S&P 500, so that's probably why my growth portfolio is in the red today. But everything else that I have is doing good. Okay, let's take a look at crypto. So Bitty is back up to $120,000. Ethereum, $4,400. XRP, 305. I just bought some more XRP today. I bought about $50 for XRP, and I bought something else. Shiba Inu. I bought some Shiba Inu today. I bought $50 for Shiba Inu. Now I don't care about the price, right? I bought $50 Shiba Inu. BNB is what I need to add to my portfolio next. I don't know if I can do it in my regular crypto portfolio. I might have to open. I got two crypto portfolios, three actually. So I might have to do it in one of the other ones and see if it works there. But I mean, Shiba is down to 22. So it dropped another spot. Chronos is up to 21, right? 21 cents. Guys, I can't wait for Shiba to get to 20 something cents. That would be ridiculous. Even 1 cent. If we get to 1 cent, guys, I'm rich. I'm crypto. I'll be a crypto millionaire if we get to 1 cent. Okay, that's what I'm waiting for. If we get to 1 cent, once we get to 1 cent, I can sell everything I got. Right? Nah. Not really. Maybe I sell half. If it get to 1 cent, and I'm at like at 1.2 million, 1.5 million, maybe I'll sell half of that, right? And put that into something else that can generate more income. And then the rest, is still there because I want to invest what $12,000 or $6,000 uh, um, into Shiba Inu. So if it gets to $1 million after I invest freaking $6,000 in there, right? Maybe more than 6,000. But after I invest $6,000 in there, right, and it gets to $1 million, and I sell half of it, I mean, I still that's like my profit times whatever, and I'm still playing with the house money. So, but this is something for a long term goal, right? It could be in the next 5 to 10 years, right? And it could go away tomorrow, but this thing is worth millions of dollars, so it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, it is not going anywhere anytime soon. It's up 2.5%, right? Not millions, it's up. I'm talking about millions of dollars. This thing is generating $1 million a day, right? Look at the value, almost $200 million, right? Almost $200 million, $198 million in the last 24 hours. So the market cap, it dropped down one slide from 21 to 22, but the market cap is $7.48 billion. That's what it be. So that is not going nowhere no time soon. Now, Kronos, I think that's the right thing. Yeah, Kronos. It's not that far away. It's like what the other one is 0.40 something. This is 0.6 something. So Kronos is in the next spot. Um, I used to have Kronos. I think I still do have some, but it's nothing to brag about. But I might need to add a couple more pennies to my Kronos portfolio since it is keeping up, right? I need to add some more pennies to my Kronos portfolio. But let's look at the portfolio. So in this portfolio, as you can see, today we're up at 32. It came down. At the end of the day, right, we made about $31 in a regular day, right? And then after hours, it dropped down to $1.63. Okay, so that's cool. Um, I'm trying to get this portfolio here to about $6,000. So right now we're at 3,200, right? My other portfolio, my cash management account, I just added $2,500 to that portfolio. So my cash management account is right now at $4,600, right? And the goal is to get that to $6,000 also. So between those two accounts, right? And don't mind you, the cash, my charge swap account, once I move that account over, it's going into my cash management account because that's for my car payment. So once I move that over, that is going to my cash management account. So this account, I need to add another $2,700 to this account. I might not do nothing this month, right? I might have to wait until next month to add funds, but we're gonna see how things are gonna go. I already moved. I already did $5,500 transfer to pay bills and to cut and to move funds into my cash management account. So the cash management account is is almost at 600, almost at $6,000, $4,600 right now. So I just got to get another $1,400 in there, and then we'll be at the $600 mark. And I still got the $12,000+ in the charge swap account for my car that's going to be coming over here. So I mean, everything is balancing out, and eventually, by the time I move that fund over to this account, we should be close. But between the two of them, we should be close to about $20,000. And I mean, that $20,000 should be generating enough to cover the car payment and pay some other bills. But right now, that's the goal. Okay, and this account right here, this is my daughter tuition account, and we still got a long way to go to get this account to where it needs to be. But it's a work in progress as far as getting this account into the right place. I think by the time we get this account back to about $20,000, should be good. Maybe 20, 25, 30 grand should be a good space for this account as far as the dividend, the distributions, and then the growth that we will get from some of the positions. And we should be in a good space. So I'm thinking another 20 something thousand more dollars to get this thing to about 25, 30 grand, and then we should be good. As far as this portfolio goes. Um, we had a couple of dollars in here today when I log in. I spend it on buying a couple of things. I got most of the positions off here to one share. I just want to make sure I get everything to one share, and then once I get everything to one share, I can put funds into other accounts, other positions that are going to generate more income, so we can speed up the growth in the portfolio. So when that 20,000 or whatever I'm going to put in here is probably going to be put between like maybe 3 or 4 different accounts. Um, and then as the funds come in, we're going to move the funds to the distributions to other positions, or I can just put it in one main account and then move funds to other positions as the funds come in. But we'll figure it out, as we go. Okay, guys. Now, today, this thing is doing a little better. We're down now to 11.6%, 11.63%, $1,600. And like I said, we're trying to get this thing back to my $1,400. I felt like we should sell Pfizer today, but then it's in the red. So I was like, maybe I'll hold it since it's already still in the green. I'll hold on to it for maybe tomorrow or next week. If it goes back, if it continues to stay green, then we can sell it and put that money maybe into Western Union to kind of push that to the green. I mean, I got a feeling this is going to get back uh, to green 100%. I think this paid next week. So of course I bought my cost averages at $75, and we already collected some distributions already from this. So based on what we're going to get next week, um, depending on how much that is, I might look at it too and be like, you know what, we made our money back, even though we ended up in loss, but we made our money back already from this. So I might just sell it and close the account. Okay. Now in Snowball Analytics, as you guys can see, I don't know how to move that over there. As you guys can see, we are the income, the portfolio is growing in value, right? Like I said, I pulled $5,000 out of this portfolio, not this portfolio, out of this portfolio today. I pulled 5 grand out, and I mean, you can see the end of the day, we got 5,800, and I mean, we've been doing like $10,000, $15,000, pretty much all week. The portfolio been doing really, really good to where I mean, I was like, you know what, I don't even need to wait. Because usually I wait until like the middle of the month to pull funds out of the portfolio. I'm like, you know what, I don't have to wait till the middle of the month. Since the thing is doing good now, let me just pull the funds out right now, pay whatever I need to pay early. That way I don't have to deal with the bills, right? And then whenever my regular job pays me, I can pay on the other extra stuff that shows up. But this is the part, guys. I mean, I'm practicing retirement. So once I retire 100%, this is what I'll be doing. And I don't want to. This account is my biggest account, so I really don't want to be pulling funds out of this account. Um, this is my daughter's account. This is my cash management account. I don't believe that the thing haven't updated yet, so it should update tomorrow on how much money we put into the portfolio. And you can see this portfolio already in the positive. That's good, $100 in profit so far. Everything is pretty much in the green except for one thing we have down here is in the red. I don't know what that is. The JEPI or JEPQ, what the heck that is. Mean capital. Okay, so we got mean capital down here in the red, but it's like 13 cents, right? It's not a lot of money. And we're still not at a full share yet. So I I believe I purchased a full share of main capital today, if not multiple shares of it. So this should be pretty much up over, uh, you know, over the 13 cents. But this thing haven't updated from the original for all the things that was done in the portfolio today. This should update probably tomorrow. You guys should see the difference, and you should see uh, another $2,600 total in the portfolio, bringing us to 4,600 and change in his portfolio. So it's just a little growth, right? And I was looking at this earlier. I was like, man, if with that extra money, that should get us over $1,200 a year in distributions in this portfolio, right? Like right now, the income is $1,000. So if we can generate with additional money I added to the portfolio today, right, and purchase already the money been in there, I already bought things, right? So right now we're generating $2.90 a day. I know some people it's not a lot, but for a $2,000 portfolio that is generating $88 a month, right? That $88, I mean, in the U.S., that's not a lot, but over here, in Colombia, I can pay my internet, I can pay maybe my water and gas bill with this $88. It might not be enough to pay the light bill, but I can pay those three bills and my internet, right, from just this. So it's a work in progress because this account is my bill pay account. And as you can see, we're on day two. Tomorrow we're going to have another 80 something cents coming into the portfolio. Then on Friday, Saturday, we're going to have some more money coming to the portfolio. So this is just my small portfolio. As you can see, every single day, almost every single day, we got money coming into this portfolio. So it's a work in progress, guys. I tell you all the time, you have to start. Okay, you have to start. And once you start, it's like, man, there's no end to this. Okay. Now in this other portfolio, even though we don't have a lot of money, but we mostly invested in stuff that pays. I don't know. I want to say it's a higher yield because if you look at the yield, it's like 36.5, right? And then if you look at the yield in this other portfolio, uh, it's like 49, right? So, but like I said, this portfolio have less money in it now, and it's going to be more money by the time the funds update tomorrow. But this is my daughter's tuition account, even though now I pulled the funds out of my big boy account, but still, this thing right now is at $99.65. So we're almost at that $100 a month thing, $3 and something a day. And we're gonna add more money to this account. So if we double the contributions to this account, by the time we get this account to about $6,000, we should be pulling in double the contributions. Not necessarily; it just depends what I invest in, right? But we should be putting hopefully double the contribution. So we're gonna go from making $100 a month to $200 a month. Now that's a big difference, $200 a month, because $200 a month for her tuition, where I got to pay what $12,000 a year, a year because I'm paying half the tuition. That's a big goal towards that money. Now, even though I'm paying it out, I'm paying the tuition out of this account, right? The tuition is coming out of this account, which is delivering about freaking $800 daily, right? $800 daily, 69%. So, like I said, we made a lot of changes to the portfolio. At some point, we're at 99%. We made a lot of changes to the portfolio. So, guys, I tell you this all the time. You just have to start. You just have to start. You just have to start. Because if you don't start, how are you going to finish if you don't start? Okay? So look at this number right now. We're down to $148,000 in the red, right? So we in the last week or two, from last week to this week. So the week go by so fast. We have cut down over $50,000 from the negative amount in the portfolio, and going to see what happens. Okay, I'm trying to be patient as far as rushing um, to sell stuff out of the portfolio, but I mean, I need to get this number down below 100. So either I have to sell all of my Misty. Um, I really don't want to do it. I have this feeling that it's it might recover, but I don't know. I don't know. I have the feeling it's going to recover, but do I have the patience to wait? Now, if I sell the Misty, put the funds into something else, and buy some of Misty back, I'll buy some back to add back to the portfolio. I mean, maybe 1,000 shares or something like that. It's up to 500 that I have, and put that money into something else. More of a weekly pay that's going to generate more income weekly. I don't think that's a bad move. From collecting maybe 5 grand a month from Misty to collecting maybe uh, 2,000 or 1,000 a week. I mean, 2,500 a week. That's like almost doubling the contributions, right? And it's a weekly basis, so it's something to consider um, as I go through the whole process of deciding what I'm going to sell, what I'm going to keep, because of course I'm trying to increase the income also. So that's important to increase the income. Right now, you see, it's the second day of the month. We're looking at 36,000, $35,000 in the 30s, um, pretty much across the board. So all I can do is add more to it, like purchasing more stuff to add more to the growth in the portfolio. And you guys can see, I don't hide nothing for y'all. I show you guys my portfolio. Everything here is in the tracker. I haven't sold anything today. You can see I still got XYLD, right? This is one of my old stuff. I mean, it's not bringing a lot of money. 44 cents every month, but it's like good. W pay right now estimated at $1,000 across the board. If you add all of these things together, so if I purchase more W pay, I think that would be, if I purchase more W pay, I think that would be the way to go. I think that would be the way to go. If I can purchase more of this guy here, and for now, I'm a risk taker, so it's all about taking risk. And we're gonna see how they're gonna work out. So we graduate, staying at 8.2 million. We were there yesterday, 20 something $1 million in 10 years. And sometimes I go back and forward with this. I'm like, man, I love real estate. It's something going to keep me busy. But there's so many horror stories and the time you would take to deal with that stuff. But it's building generational wealth. It's not for just doing it for me. It's doing it for the family. So sometimes you have to take a risk and do things that you're not comfortable with doing, but you're doing it because of your family. And that's one of those things right there. Um, like now, like I don't really have to deal with toilets. I don't want to do that no more. But if you're building generational wealth, you can just keep all your money in one place. And I'm not making $200-300 million to where I can hire a bunch of people to do stuff. Okay, I just crossed over the line, and I'm trying to add a second million. So maybe next year by this time, God willing, right, we might be halfway there to the 2 million mark. But I mean, if I can make it to that 1 million, right, becoming a millionaire, I think get into the second million. Um, it's on its way. I need to check. So I've been checking a minute to see where we are as far as our net worth. But like I tell you guys, I'm not going to share when I get to the second million on my way there. But when I get there, when my net worth hit $2 million, not just exactly 2 million, but maybe 2.1, 2,050,000, 2 million, something like that, 2 million, I might make a video then, right, to share with you guys because you my online family, and you watch the content, and the main thing I started doing this content is to motivate people to invest. Okay, and you have to add money, especially if you're a dividend investor. If you are a dividend investor for you wanna work until another 20 years, of course dividend is good, right? You can invest in a lower yield and generate income, right? That's what I was doing. I was investing in lower yield stuff, um, bringing me that what $24,000 a year, or close to that before I start adding more high yield stuff into my portfolio. So anybody can do it. It's not rocket science. Okay, if you can read basic and write basic, uh, you should be fine, right? Because you don't have to do no chat, no graph, none of that stuff. You just understand what you're putting your money into and take that risk. Okay, guys. So with that said, guys, if you are like if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel. Okay, I appreciate you guys. Tomorrow we're gonna get some money coming into the portfolio, and then on Saturday we're gonna do our income review video. I am traveling next week, Wednesday, next week Tuesday, I believe. I'm traveling next week Tuesday. Let me see this thing now. I'm traveling next week Tuesday, I believe. So I might do a video, um, probably Monday or whatever, and post it because if not, I don't get to Atlanta till like midnight or something like that the next day. So it's not I'm not gonna be able to make a video that day. I'm gonna be traveling all day. So with that said, guys, hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I can't believe it. The week is gone so fast, guys. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.